Hi friends, welcome back. This is Tall Lifestyle and my name is Adam. If you're just now joining me in terms of this is your first video, I am a big and tall reviewer of clothing, accessories, as well as skincare and beard care products, typically hair care, but my beard. Today I'm going to be going into mostly Old Navy because even though they don't carry big and tall products inside of their stores, I wanted to see if big and tall was a category that they did well. I ordered several things offline. In fact, I was a little surprised at how many items I got. While I was buzzing around the website, I also got a little bit of the sister company, Banana Republic. In fact, I'm wearing that here. In just a moment, I'll back up to show you, but thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you very soon. Alright, so for my first item, the one that I am wearing now, I actually can't find the description here. Let's see, the Luxe Touch Poplin. Can't tell what this abbreviation is. Outside of the fact that it's the Banana Republic Luxe Touch Polo. Oh, there we go. LEDWN, whatever the LEDWN is. So that is what I have on today. I really enjoyed the color because it's kind of a lilac. So I like in terms of the fact that this is double XL, what I have been wearing for quite some time. The shoulder seam is exactly where it needs to be. The neck is a very comfortable fit. I could wear it closed or open, so that's nice to have. When it comes to the length of the actual garment though, I went ahead and measured it just to make sure that I had accurate information. As I'm wearing it, versus I didn't lay it on a table, it's 31 inches from nape to the tail, the hem of the garment. A very lovely color. The smooth finish of it though, I feel as though is very revealing in terms of all the things I don't necessarily want people to see because I am wearing clothing. For the fit in terms of length, I'm pretty sure this is mostly, if not completely, cotton, and so the fact that it ends right here at my button for my pants, it has a nice heavy hem, which is nice because I feel like that in and of itself will kind of help keep everything down, but for things like reaching, it is not going to cover anything in terms of reach. I cannot tuck this in, even if I tried to. I feel like if I just looked at the ground, whoop, it'd pop out. So it does feel a bit boxy. You know, how do you predict exactly how someone wears their weight? I'm very much so right here. Some people might be here, some people might be here. Not a bad fit, but in terms of some of the other things that are available, or at least previously were available from Banana Republic, I feel as though this one's not my favorite. Okay, so getting into it, I don't think I realized how many items I ordered whenever I went online. So this is the entire bag that I have from Old Navy. I'm trying to cover up all the details there. I'm so excited because I don't think that it's been some time since I've went out and ordered so many things. This came as a t-shirt packet. I love it. I did order an XLT just because in theory, or an extra large tall, in theory I have lost a little bit of weight since I started this journey, so I'm hoping that even if I haven't necessarily lost weight, I feel as I'm a bit more narrow. So working on that, if these aren't something that are thick enough to be a external wear, sort of like the only thing that I wear, or I have the option to make these an undershirt is where I'm going. So all three of them, I don't remember the name of the packet, but it was something like, Oolong Tea. OLX 3-pack. Love that. I also got this pair of swim pants. No. It is like a camp shirt. So I did go for a double XLT just because I feel as though this one isn't going to have any sort of stretch. Those I can use as a undershirt. This is going to be the shirt you see, right? Very much so of the same color palette, so love that. I do enjoy green, so I am not mad at all. But it is an XXL tall, made in India, and this one is called the SS Camp Collar Oranges. I also wanted to get a different t-shirt, also a double XLT. Based on the pattern, I thought that this would be the thing that is, you know, you have to wear it alone. So this is SS Core Crew Gold Stop, or Gold ST Top, so whatever that abbreviation is. I don't know what this is, but it feels like very sturdy fabric. Extra large tall, modern jogger, built-in flex. All right, let's see how much flex it is, considering it feels like they're Pinocchio's pants. Modern jogger, black jack. All right, I have like several outfits here. Love this. Ah, yes, these shorts. I don't know, no, it's Old Navy. One of the other sister brands for Old Navy is Athleta, and so I wanted to get this. It is a pair of workout shorts. I did get it in 2 sizes, considering, you know, going through things and only showing you what I know fits, that's not necessarily helpful, right? So if you were shopping and you have similar measurements to mine, I'll go ahead and post those here for just a moment. I want to make sure that if you are shopping for yourself or someone else, you're able to get into the correct size. So I did buy both an XXLT and an XLT. I want to say, if I remember correctly, it's going to be the outer shorts as well as like compression shorts. Compression shorts are supposed to help with like healing and making sure that you get the most out of your workout. I should probably stop flailing as much while I'm talking. And this is the pair of swim trunks. During the summer, admittedly, I will absolutely wear swim trunks with underwear, but just as like my regular clothing, it tends to be very light, it dries quickly. If you're walking around in a pair of, you know, cotton shorts and it gets hot and sweaty, everyone's gonna know. So I prefer to have things that are more designed for the water. This is also an XXLT. One day, maybe I'll be confident enough to wear those like 3-inch seams. Not right now, but we've got a little pineapple action going on. Okay, so I'm gonna pick one of these to make a complete outfit of, back this up, and then we'll see how everything fits. Okay, so this feels very summer and beach appropriate. My spring is getting started off very colorful. If anything, the top, I forgot the name of it, and we can review that in just a moment. It's pretty thin. With it still being early spring, I feel like everything is visible. If you're going to something like an amusement park, this is going to be something that shows like sweat stains, which is unfortunate. I wish there was more availability of fabrics that went lengthwise to help elongate. Not that I'm not already, you know, long enough, but I feel as though every lady ever is like, why are you wearing horizontal stripes? Because it theoretically makes you look wider. Given that it's a honey colored fabric, I don't mind it. Very spring and summer appropriate. It is something that I would be concerned of if I'm wearing it outside for more than 20 minutes, and depending upon the activity, of course, just how much sweat is going to show. For the shorts themselves, they are, you know, sitting here where I like to wear my pants. I know some people wear it at their navel, which is up here for me and not my ideal location. With it being a tall, they fit, let me just shimmy into them, right at the knee, maybe even right above it. They do have built-in underwear, which is fine. Some people like it, some people don't. The fabric is kind of stiff from what I'm used to of other swim trunks. These just feel like a little bit restrictive if you're going down a slide or that sort of thing. Whenever it is summertime and like sweaty and moist, I like to have fabric in between my legs because it helps to stop any sort of chafing. This does not have that, and even if I were to wear it a little higher, which is uncomfortable for me, I suppose that could help out a little bit. If you're exclusively wearing this in the water while running around, in terms of like in the pool between this ride and that ride, this slide and the other, I think it would be okay, but it's definitely not something to go hiking in. Yeah, it's nice. Just very thick, a very curiously thick fabric for the shorts, and then particularly thin, a little bit thinner than I'm used to in terms of the t-shirt. All right, we're gonna go on to outfit number 2. All right, so, excuse me. This is outfit number 2. This is the black joggers as well as the camp shirt in orange. This is the first time in my trying on tall clothing and reviewing it for you here on YouTube, etc., that I've been like, I think this is actually, I'm not tall enough. Maybe I just don't know how joggers fit, but I thought the joggers were supposed to be something that like stops above the ankles. Can you even see my ankles? Not yet, but with the format I have to be this way, right? I appreciate that they go all the way to my ankles. The fabric, especially considering how it is, you know, from waist to ankle, it's still a little bit thick, and that for the 2 pieces of clothing that I have tried on so far, the pants do tend to be very thick material. Front pockets are great. I feel like my entire phone could fit in there. I can't try right now because, you know, filming. The back pockets, however, are like itty bitty baby pockets. Like I can fit my fingers in there and that's about it. So you have to have a very small wallet, assuming you even like to carry your wallet in your back pocket. I literally hate carrying things in my pockets. I just do it out of necessity. So that's why you almost always see me with a bag. Yeah, I'm a little surprised at the shorts. Maybe, or not shorts, the joggers. I think maybe because there were so many layers in that little package, it just felt like Pinocchio pants, just made out of wood or something. For the camp shirt, very light, very breezy. I think that I need to iron it. It has this weird shape from being flat folded and like in the bag for however long it's been in the bag. I'm not used to wearing this neckline, but I'm into it. I'm here for it. This pattern is very bright. And you know what I noticed? This button is not either on or next to something green. So I noticed this button. Only this one. The rest of them are either on or next to something green, or they're not just in the middle of an orange field. So super esoteric. I'm sure no one else would notice that except for me, but that's just what it is. In terms of the shoulder, I feel like the shoulder does fit very well right there where it should. I think with this being a tall, it actually does go down to, it covers most of my upper arm. A lot of times whenever I get things that aren't a tall, they're like up here, and that's fine if you have shorter arms. For the hem, it's a tiny bit, it's either flat or a little bit of a scoop. Yeah, just a little bit of a scoop. So it's meant to be out. A little bit of a break here in terms of the front flat versus the back. Again, with the collar and everything having been flat folded and not ironed again or even washed, it does feel kind of funny through this area. I hope that if I were to iron it, it would lay a lot more on the body and not stand up in this weird kind of way. So far, surprised at how much I like the joggers, and I do like the shirt. Alrighty friends, so I am trying on one of the shirts that is an XLT from the Old Navy Oolong pack with the 3 colors together, I think is the Oolong. It confirmed my suspicions in terms of I wouldn't feel comfortable wearing this shirt alone currently. Maybe a little bit thinner, maybe after some alcohol, I don't know. It does fit, and so I am inclined to keep it, even though, yeah, I'm inclined to keep it right now, especially this dark one. Love green. I don't have much in the way of V-neck shirts, so yeah, that's all good. In terms of these, you know, compression pants included shorts, this is the double XLT. I'm gonna have to try on the other ones because given for what they are, workout pants, even wearing them, well, kind of higher up on my, what I would consider to be my problem area, I feel like they're just not doing what compression pants are supposed to. I appreciate the modesty of having this outer layer, and so for anyone who is interested in working out, that sort of thing, you don't necessarily want to be like, and if you do, that's you, that's fine. That's not me. These just naturally are feeling a bit looser at the waist, and honestly, I would say from here to here. So for someone who has a little bit more back here versus right here, maybe the XLT is going to be a little bit better for you. I'll have to review what my hip measurement is to give you an accurate, you know, this is me, maybe this is what will work for you. I enjoy the length. Do I have them all the way? Just so you know, I am trying everything on with my own underwear, so don't feel as though I'm going to be just like returning extremely used product. I have it hiked up to where it should be. The only place I'm feeling any tension or compression is just right about here, really just at the seam, and even then it's very minimal. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and switch into another shirt from the Oolong and the extra large tall. Okay friends, so this is the second shirt in the Oolong t-shirt pack and the extra large tall. In terms of what they are supposed to do with the compression and concealing for the shorts, I am going to take back that double XL. I hope that I never in the future need that size, but for getting the compression that is required, again, I still have on my own underwear, so I feel like I need to like shimmy into them more without that to get the protection and the compression that is needed or what is supposed to be provided by the shorts. But this is definitely the look in terms of, you know, a little bit of concealing here while still giving you that under layer, the base layer of compression. Maybe more so for someone who's like a cyclist or something along those lines. As stated earlier, for the t-shirts though, this is a size that right now I would not be comfortable wearing out. However, I think especially when it comes to the more skin tone one, or at least my skin tone, if I wanted to have a suit where I wore it with the suit being the main thing and not wanting to let like all my chest hair out, right? In fact, for the end of this video, I might try that with just this and a suit, something maybe. But yeah, so again, as a quick recap, I have a 46 actual measurement for my waist. In the joggers, the XXL is great. In the compression shorts, the extra large tall, and the swim trunks are also a double XL. I think in the near future, I might switch those. I might be one of those people who returns everything and then just rebuys it in the next size. I'm glad that I did both of these because I would have been really disappointed with the XXL alone. I am definitely an extra large tall when it comes to these compression shorts. Alright friends, it is future editing Adam here. I realized I did not film an outro, so here it is. I would say that the big and tall available options from... why am I forgetting? Old Navy, from Old Navy, all good options. They definitely have some interesting fabric choices, and so you definitely should consider that before, you know, whenever you're making your purchases, whether it's the thick-ass joggers or that really thin shirt, which could be really well working for undershirts. I am very happy to have found out that Old Navy offers big and tall options, and so if that's a brand that you want to try out, definitely do so. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to post another video soon, and hopefully I'll see you there. Bye.